ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರ. ನಾನು ಖುಷ್ಬು ಅಗರ್ವಾಲ್. ನನ್ನ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಬಯೋಸೇತುಗೆ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. So in this particular video, we are going to talk about preparation strategy for your KCET 2020. So in this video, we'll be seeing how we can crack this exam, what strategies or what kind of preparation you should do to attempt for this exam and to qualify Karnataka state eligibility test. Okay, so if you have not subscribed to my channel, I'll request please subscribe to my channel and press the bell icon to get the notification. I've also uploaded one video regarding the application, how to apply eligibility criteria for Karnataka state eligibility test, so you can definitely go to that particular video. Okay, so let's start with today's video, that is preparation strategy. Hope this video will be helpful for many of the aspirants who are aspiring to crack KCET 2020. Okay, so first we'll be talking about scheme of the exam, because to win in any kind of sports or any kind of game, if you want to win, you must first know the rules and regulation of that particular game. So to qualify this exam, first of all, we must be very much acquainted with the kind of scheme, what is the pattern, what is the marks. Okay, so first we'll be seeing the rules and regulation of the exam, and then we'll be making plannings and strategy to deal with this particular exam, so to win this game. Okay, so to qualify. Okay, so scheme is in this is quite different from what we see in CSIR exam. Here we have two papers to attempt. Paper 1, which is a general paper, which is common to all the 41 subjects of KCET exam. So paper 1 is the general subject, which is common paper, and paper 2 is the subject specific paper, like for us life sciences paper 2. Okay, so for paper 1 there will be 100 marks, and for paper 2 there will be 200 marks. So overall 300 is the total marks. Okay, so 300 is the total marks. Number of question which we need to attempt is 50, which is 50 question is also there, and 50 is compulsory for paper 1, because there is no negative marking. And that is why the strategy changes here, because in the other exam like CSIR there is negative marking, so another kind of strategy we apply over there. But since here there is no negative marking, so strategy will change a bit. Okay, so number of question which we need to attempt compulsory is 50 questions are there, 2 marks each, and 1 hour is given. So in 1 hour you will have to win in this section A part 1 exam. Okay, so second part is a 200 marks question. 100 questions will be there, and similarly 2 marks question will be there, which is paper specific, subject specific, and total 2 hours will be given. So overall 1 minute for each question, if we'll consider, it is going to be good. 1 minute for each question, overall we can say like this. Okay, so in paper 1 there are many general papers. Other than the general aptitude part, there is additional topics also, like teaching aptitude, research aptitude, reasonings, all these things are also there, comprehensions, these things are also there, we'll see in detail. Okay, and in paper 2 will be your own subject, that is your life science paper. Okay, so this is OMR based exam, so you will be giving OMR sheet, you will have to fill the OMR sheet, and then the question booklet will be provided. Okay, so this is not an online mode of exam. Okay, so let's see what kind of question comes and how to deal with each paper. So starting with paper 1. So paper 1, since it is general paper and is bit different from when we are preparing from CSIR, when you are preparing, so this is a bit different. Like in CSIR there is no teaching aptitude or research aptitude, so here we'll have to put some energy, some time, some dedication, some effort to section A also, general paper 1 also, to qualify, because in KCET exam overall 40% eligibility, first eligibility requirement is overall 40% marks will have to attain to be selected to qualify. Like first eligibility criteria is aggregate 40% marks, so you will have to have some marks in general paper also. And just if you'll get 40%, you will not be qualified. So according to me, if you will get 60% overall marks, like out of 300, if 300 marks total paper is there, 60% of the 300 if you're getting, then you can say like yes, you can qualify for this Karnataka state eligibility exam. So overall I keep a band of 180 to 210, like this is the total band. I think in this, between this band, we should focus to come between this band. So for this, since 200 marks is in paper 2 and 100 marks is in paper 1, so in paper 1 you will have to target 50 to 60 marks. Only 40% marks or only 40 marks, if you'll get, then you'll have to focus, you'll have to have very good marks in section 2, that is paper 2. So minimum what I'll suggest is go for 50 to 60 at least. You'll have to keep target, because if you'll not keep target, your preparation will not be good. Because if you'll be targeting something like, okay, 50 60 marks we'll have to get in paper 1, so we'll be preparing like that only. So we need to prepare for paper 1 separately to get a very good marks in paper 1. Without preparing for paper 1, we'll not be able to get good marks. So we'll have to dedicate some time for paper 1 also. Okay, so here I have provided link. I'll provide the link in the description box also, from where you can get the detailed syllabus of paper 1. Okay, you'll get the detailed syllabus. So what is the primary, this paper 1 is designed so to test the reasoning ability of a candidate, the comprehension knowledge, divergent thinking, general awareness. So all these things they want to actually test. That is why this paper 1 is the common paper for all these subject, all the 41 subject. This paper 1 is the common paper because of this only. Okay, so if you'll see the topics of paper 1, just I've given the core topics of the paper 1 in detail. You'll have to go to that link and you can get the in detail syllabus of paper 1. Okay, so research aptitude, teaching aptitude, governance, policy and administration of higher education system, then reasoning, logical reasoning, data interpretation, comprehension, communication, people and environment, and information and communication technology. So what I have seen is, in from each this 10 units, always the probability of getting marks and getting question is always equal, like approximately 5 question from each topic, like 10 marks from each topic you are getting in the paper. So that means if you are targeting 60 marks suppose for paper 1, so rather than going for all the 10 topic, we can go for 7 or 8 topic also, so to target 60 or 50 marks. Because we know that for paper 1 we'll have to dedicate extra time other than our main subject. So for paper 1, if you don't want to go for all the 10 topics, so we can at least we can make a study circle and we can select few topics out of 10, like suppose 7 topic or 8 topic we can select. And now selection of the topic, how we should do, based on based on your preferences, like in which topic you have more knowledge, or you're more good in which topic. Like suppose for example, if I'll come to reasoning, logical reasoning, data interpretation, so these three topic are common to all the general aptitude exam. Like for CSR also, these three topics they come, they are also these the questions from these three topics comes, like series problem, all these things come. So same over here also it is coming. So you don't have to put extra energy over here. We know all these things, we do all those things. So this I think you should keep in your study circle. Other than this, comprehension, like one passage they will be giving, and related to the passage they will be giving some question, you'll have to answer. Again, this is very easy, which we are doing from childhood like thing. So yes, in this also, by practicing few comprehension, we can just nail this type of questions also. Okay, so this four I think is really easy, which for which we did not have to put much effort. Now coming to research aptitude and teaching aptitude, there are many books related to your paper 1. Like for Aryan, there is this is very good book. Then set and net paper book, that is Vijeta competitions, and there likewise there are many books available. If you are a knowledge, if you are like language specific books are also available. If you want in Kannada, the books are all also available, language specific book. So you can definitely offer, there are many books available for your paper 1 preparation. So research aptitude and teaching aptitude, if we'll go through, it's basically same kind of thing. In teaching aptitude, what they are asking is, like if student is doing this kind of activity, it's misbehaving, how a teacher should react, or how a teacher should act. These kind of questions are coming. So just you will, if you will just go through the questions, if you will just go through the theory portion, you'll get to know what is teaching aptitude. It's very simple, very easy. Research aptitude, teaching aptitude. After that, there comes governance and policy and administration of higher education system. Like about higher education system, they ask some questions, some amendments like of things. So this is memory, core memory type. So if you want to ignore this part, you can definitely go and ignore this part, because this you will have to study, you'll have to focus, you'll have to remember. Okay, so we have like, suppose if you'll ignore this part also, 1 2 3 4 5 6 6, we have decided 6 topic. Out of next portion is communication. In communication also very general questions are coming, so you can definitely see the books, and always go and solve some previous year questions for Karnataka state eligibility test, so that you'll get some idea what kind of questions are coming. This is definitely going to help you. This is definitely and definitely going to help you. So solve few questions, you will come to know what kind of questions they are asking in paper 1, so that you can prepare accordingly. You'll have some mindset, okay, what kind of paper, what kind of questions they're asking. Okay, so these 7 I think is the easiest topic of paper 1, which one should select if he or she doesn't want to spend much time in section A. So these are the 7 easy topics of selection. Other than that, people and environment and information and communication technology. In this, some computer based question they ask, some full forms related to IT. So this kind of question they ask. So again, this is easy, because in the books, these kind of good books, you'll get the core very shortcuts of everything. So you can just go through if you want. If you don't, you can just leave this portion. You can just opt 8 unit out of these 10. You can opt for 8 units, and then you can prepare those 8 units only, because our aim is to get to secure out of 100, at least we should get 50 or 60 marks. So if we'll get 50 or 60 marks from this portion only, then if our aim is suppose 200 marks or 150 180 marks is our aim, suppose, so only 120 marks we'll have to get from paper 2. Only 120 or 130 marks you'll have to get from paper 2 out of 200, which will become easy to obtain, because that is main paper, that is our paper. And one more thing which we always have to keep in mind is there is no negative marking. So always you can definitely go for, if you have studied something, if you have gone through this portion also, and if you're feeling like, okay, this can be the right answer, so you can definitely go and take chance also, because since there is no negative marking, so we can take chance also. Okay, so like 50 to 60 marks in section A will have to target from section A or part A. For this, some good books we'll have to prefer, and other than the good books, solve some previous year question paper, so that you'll get some idea how to qualify, how to deal with the exam. Okay, and you'll have to always keep in mind that this is time based exam, even though there is no negative marking, but time is specified. 1 hour you will be given for paper 1. So if you are like, if some topic is coming for which you don't have much knowledge, so don't spend much time over there, because there are many questions to attempt. 50 questions will be there. So first go and target those questions for which you are too much sure, and then for the rest of the time you can spend in the other questions, so that you'll not you will be secured, you'll be securing your 50 or 60 marks by the questions for which you are 100% correct. Okay, now for paper 2. For paper 2, that is for us life science. For paper 2 there is syllabus, and if you'll see the syllabus, it is same as that of the CSI syllabus. Okay, and I have provided link over here, and same link I'll be providing in the description box, so you can go there and you can search for the syllabus, you can see the syllabus in detail. So the same syllabus is the CSI syllabus, so more or less for all the exams the syllabus for the life science is going to be same. So definitely if you are preparing for CSIR, you don't have to much focus on this part, because if you are preparing for one exam also, it is helping you to prepare for many other exams. Okay, so concentrate on your paper 1 other than your main paper, and start preparing for paper 1, because generally paper because of paper 1 people don't qualify. So we'll have to focus on paper 1, we can't neglect paper 1, since this paper 2 is carrying 200 marks, and to qualify we'll have to get 180 minimum 180 to 200, approximately up till 200 suppose. So you can't get 200 out of 200 in only one paper, that is from paper 2 you can't secure a full marks. So we'll have to have good marks in paper 1 also to get to clear this exam. Okay, so if you'll be targeting like 150 also out of 200, and you'll be targeting 60, you'll be getting 210 marks. Okay, so we'll be getting 210 marks. Okay, Okay, I'll have to write over here. So suppose 180, you're targeting 180 to 200. So from paper 2 only you're not getting 200 out of 200. So definitely if in 2 out of 200 you'll be getting suppose 110. So if 50 or 60 marks you'll be extracting from paper 1, then we are again in the same lane, like we can just go to that part. So for paper 2 we need to focus like 120 or 130 marks, suppose like this, and in paper 1 160 marks or 60 marks or 50 marks to have that to come under that band of qualification, like 60% marks we'll have to secure to get qualified. Minimum 60% should be the target to qualify this exam. Okay, so this you'll have to keep in mind. Okay, now other than the syllabus, this simple syllabus, there is one portion in the syllabus that is diversity of the life form, ecological principles. So this I will suggest that the diversity of the life form focus on Karnataka specifically. Okay, biodiversity of the Karnataka, this you will have to focus, because many times two or three questions come specifically related to the state questions, like what is the state bird, Karnataka state bird, which is this Karnataka state bird. So Indian ruler is the answer. So when I have given this exam, the same questions came. In the question related to Nilgiri also they asked about the biodiversity. Okay, so there are many such kind of questions they are asking specifically of the state. So for that you will have to have some idea about state, like about the birds of the state, then about the some specific some uniqueness about the Karnataka state. Okay, so you'll have to have that idea about the importance of Nilgiri or some biodiversity or some medicinal plant or some kind of birds of the this Karnataka state birds. So this kind of things you'll have to understand. So for this there is an article for Government of India, Government of Karnataka itself. So I have provided link over here. In this everything about biodiversity of Karnataka is given. That is more than enough. Just go through that and you can just focus on the important area, like important points about Karnataka. You can focus and then you can just note down. You can just point out all those notes for your revision purpose, and then you can revise every time those points. You don't have to learn everything about biodiversity of Karnataka. It's not possible to remember everything, but the specific points about Karnataka we need to, like just I said no, like state bird of Karnataka. So like that, some information you must have about Karnataka. So because every time question comes from this, like 3 to 4 question comes from this area. So if you are going to know, you are going to have idea about biodiversity of Karnataka, you can definitely get 2 to 3 question correct. Okay, so I'm providing the same link in the description box also. You can go to that link. You can you will be opening this Government of Karnataka, biodiversity of Karnataka. This will be open, and in this everything about Karnataka biodiversity is given. So that is more than enough. Just go write the important points in your own, make your own notes, write the important points over there for your reference, and then you can revise those points. So it is very very important. Other than the main subject which we are studying, that is life science, other than the paper one, this is also very very important. And this will come to know when you will be doing some previous year questions you will be solving for the Karnataka state eligibility test. You will get to know what kind of question they're asking related to Karnataka. Okay, so solve a few previous year question. If you want me to solve some question or to discuss few PYQs of Karnataka state eligibility test, please let me know in the comment section, so that if more people will demand, then I can definitely come with a video in which we'll be seeing the questions of Karnataka state eligibility test that has already come. Okay, so if you really want, then please comment me, and if the people will be really interested in that, I can definitely make a video related to that. I'll be sharing this link in the description box. Please don't forget to go and click to that link and go to the site, and where you will get all the information about biodiversity of Karnataka. Okay, so this is really important, guys. This is really important tip I'm telling you. Okay, so this was about some tips, and definitely for any exam, time it plays a very important role. Here also you are going to get 2 hours to deal with 100 questions. So you will have to be very much time specific. You'll have to have every time eye on your watch also, so that you can cope up with the time with the questions. And in case it, you will, if you'll see the questions are not very much lengthy questions they are asking. Simple questions they are asking, memory based questions, technical questions only they are asking. So definitely, if your concepts are clear, if your memory, you have remember everything, you have recall everything, it definitely you can go through this exam. Okay. And you will have to have target of 180 plus to clear this exam. Always keep this in your mind. 180 plus, you'll have to keep the target minimum. 180 plus should be the target, and for that section A plays, section 1, paper 1 plays very important role, because 180 plus you can only get when you will be getting very good marks in paper 1 also. So 60 marks, opt for 60, minimum 60 marks you will have to offer section A, and the rest you can get from your own paper, that is paper 2. Okay, so likewise you can always modulate your aim, prepare your strategy, prepare your aim, and then work according to your aim. What kind of marks you want from section A, how much marks you are expecting from section B, that is part B and part A, and then based on that you will have to start preparation. Don't ignore paper 1, and don't ignore this biodiversity of the Karnataka. These two are very very important, very crucial point. You'll have to focus on these two points, and definitely you will be qualifying this exam. There are many good books available for paper 1. I have already given one of the book which I followed was Aryant. You can go and opt for that book also. That's a really good book. So if you will be giving, you will be studying for 15 days also for paper 1. That is more than enough. Okay. So the exam is on 21st of June as per the current update. The exam is on 21st of June 2020. So all the very best, guys, and please let me know in the comment box if you want me to deal with the questions also, PYQs of KCET also. So please let me know. Okay, so if you like the session, please like, comment, and if you have not still subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel. Press the bell icon to stay connected to get the updates. So bye bye, take care, all the very best, bye.